What is going on, guys? Jesse504 here, bringing you my Week 4 matchup in the Westeros International League. This week, we're up against Awkward Vulpix, coach of the Vegas Vulpix. And before I start going over the teams, just a few notes. So first of all, Showdown's looking a little different. I got a plugin installed. I'm going to try to find one that I like the most, so expect it to be different for the next couple videos. And second, I'm feeling a bit cheery this video, because when you see this, it'll be my birthday, which means that right now I'm recording and it's almost my birthday, which gets me a little excited. But without further ado, let's get into it. This week, team we're up against, Vegas Vulpix, they consist of Megalopunny, Grimmsnarl, Mimikyu, Rillaboom, Duraludon, Malin Didi, Inteleon, Pincurchin, Mr. Rhyme, Sandslash, and Unpheasant. So this team, I'm going to be honest, is not quite the most threatening team. Doesn't really have too much bulk. Megalopunny is a pretty big threat, but other than that, nothing really scares me too much. Grimmsnarl is nice because it can fulfill its best set every week because it's a draft, so it doesn't have to just resort to guessing which set it's going to want the most. It can correctly pick. But Grimmsnarl screen support's kind of the most support this team's going to get. And then just a lot of terrains with Rillaboom, Indeedee, and Inteleon, and Rillaboom, Indeedee, and Pincurchin, but not too much to really capitalize off of the terrain. And then the hazard removal is a little bit light with only the Mr. Rhyme, the Sandslash, and the Unpheasant really there. But Unpheasant doesn't really want to run it, and Sandslash and Mr. Mime don't quite have the greatest matchups against my team. So, going into this week, Landorus. This is a mon that I looked at. I wanted to run like a dual dance variant this week, but I chose Defog over Rock Polish. Actually, I don't think rocks are going to be coming quite that hard. I think I can just choose to run Rock Polish because my team doesn't quite lose too much to rocks, and so just having that Rock Polish up could end up just giving me a sweep because that Inteleon is likely a Scarf candidate, and then Megalop is there. Team's kind of centered around 85 base speed, so enough speed to outspeed all those 85 base speeds, the rest in attack, and then HP. Then Mega Alakazam, great matchup this week, hits everything super effectively or neutrally. Nothing can resist its moves, which is really nice. Psychic, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam. The only thing, or the thing that I guess has the best matchup against it is the Indeedee, but I wouldn't bring an Indeedee that gives me free Psychic Terrain. So, although it could be a pretty solid Scarfer against me, same with Inteleon, those both are great Scarfers against me. Other than that, the team's not quite too fast, so just having the Scarfers there, that can be pretty helpful. So up next, I grab my pretty much counter Scarfer, Tapu Koko, because I anticipate those Scarfers. Just having a Scarfer that'll deal with that is pretty helpful. Electric Surge for the ability. So we get a second Electric Surge mon because Pincurchin's also in this matchup. U-turn, Play Rough, Wild Charge, Close Combat. Just a pretty standard Koko set. Most of this week is going to be revolving around finding a way to break the Mimikyu's shield because other than that, this team isn't too threatening to me. Scarf lets me outspeed Megalop, which is really helpful, and that's kind of where I'm sitting at with this. Close combat for the Duraludon is there, because Duraludon is pretty physically bulky, although it's not very specially bulky. So just close combat can deal with that pretty easily, and then other than that, just pretty standard stabs and U-turn. Up next, Apex, the Infernape, Pasho Berry, Blaze for the ability, Nasty Plot, Flamethrower, Vacuum Wave, Focus Blast. So I guess the Pasho Berry is there for Inteleon, just kind of there to help me out with that. So that way I can set up a Nasty Plot, then hit it with a mean Vacuum Wave if there's a little bit of chip. 108 base speed, or 108 means that I only have to run 160 speed, and that'll let me outspeed Mimikyu, which is the next fastest because I'm not going to be able to outspeed Inteleon nor the Megalopunny. And then, so I get a fair amount of HP with 76, which is really nice. And then, not the greatest special move pool, so I've just grabbed Flamethrower because I don't want to miss. I want to have a nice reliable attack because I'm also rocking with Focus Blast. So just having an attack that'll be able to hit 100% of the time is going to be nice, and then Vacuum Wave for priority. Help me out with the Mega Lopunny, and also maybe the Grimmsnarl if that thing wants to try to Sucker Punch me, since Vacuum Wave will be faster. Then we just don't have to deal with that. And up next, Araquanid. This thing is the special wall for the week. Leftovers, Water Bubble for the ability, Sticky Web, Liquidation, Leech Life, Toxic. This thing hits really hard, even without too much investment. It can sponge hits really well. If Mega Lopunny kind of is constricted on the moves this week because it wants to run so many things. So if it's not running Thunder Punch, then Araquanid has a great matchup against that, and I don't know why it would run Thunder Punch, since it wants its other moves to be able to deal with the rest of my team. Because it's going to want Close Combat and Facade as stabs, I imagine U-turn for momentum, and then maybe Thunder Punch, but I would think Ice Punch more for the Landorus. So that's kind of where we're at. Not running any speed this week because we'll outspeed Pincurchin anyways, and I don't think I want to creep all the way up to Grimmsnarl. So that's kind of what I was thinking this week. And last up, just a pretty standard Registeel. We got a body press set this week because the majority of my team is, the majority of her threats that I'm really fearing, being the Megalop, the Grimmsnarl, and the Rillaboom and the Mimikyu, they're all physical. So just having this nice physical wall here to help is going to be really nice. Max defense for the body presses, spreading toxic, but also iron defense is really helpful with those physical threats. And then lastly, Stealth Rock. This thing can't really touch Mimikyu, but other than that, pretty great matchup. And I was debating whether or not to run Toxic or a Steel move, but I think that Toxic is going to be a little more helpful in the matchup, just getting things worn down. So that way, when my wall breakers do want to come in, they'll just have a much easier time KOing things. So this is my team. Let's head into the battle. Alrighty, opponent just sent the challenge. Let's get into it. Alrighty. So we see the Mimikyu, the Grimmsnarl, the Lopunny, the Duraludon, the Sandslash, and the Inteleon. So pretty solid matchup. I think what I want to do is just lead Araquanid and get my webs up. Sandslash is interesting. Personally, I didn't really see it coming this week. But it's pretty, I guess it can work as a Coco answer. But I just don't see what it does to Lando. And, okay, Inteleon lead. Perfect, that's kind of what we wanted to see. I'm perfectly fine just clicking sticky webs here. So, I don't really know what wants to come in, but nothing really wants, but this thing can't really do too much to me, especially when I'm running so much def. I'm almost at 400 special defense. So, and this thing isn't quite it's pretty strong, but it's alright, just a solid U-turn. That's fine. Duraludon, it's fair enough. I don't really know how much Duraludon can do to Registeel, so I think that's just going to be my play. T-Bolt, pretty fair. I was thinking Lando, but yeah, I think I can just pretty safely iron defense here. Sandslash, we see that, we like that, we body press that. Pretty good damage. Rapid spins away the hazards, that's fine. Sandslash is going to be almost gone. Alrighty, it's gone. Almost. Yeah, I think this thing it just isn't doing too much. I'm pretty just free to iron defense up on it even more. Fair enough. Cool. Now body press should surely KO. Maybe even get something else. Can't really touch Mimikyu, which is unfortunate. But hopefully she thinks we have hopefully they think we have a steel move, and then alrighty, just goes Lop. Curious to see what exactly or how much I take. Fake out does negligent damage. I heal off more with leftovers, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I'm just gonna body press. I don't know if CC kills me, but I don't really care. Registeel can probably eat one and KO this Lopunny right here, though. And until Mimikyu comes out, I'm pretty safe to just keep clicking body presses. So the fact that we have nothing to touch the Mimikyu is a bit concerning, but again, we're just going to heal off more than U-turn can do. Duraludon should be dead. Bye. And then we heal off more with the leftovers. Here comes the Inteleon. I don't have anything to touch Mimikyu, but I'm not going to say that because until Mimikyu comes out, alright, there's the Mimikyu. Yeah, I don't have anything to touch this thing. Cool. Yeah, but since I had nothing to touch the Mimikyu, the battle's going to be going on for a little bit longer. But I guess I'm just giving that away that I have nothing to touch the Mimikyu. But Liquidation still does big damage here, and I'm pretty sure that I can eat something from this thing. And then I can go like Coco, and Coco pretty much wins from here. Although, Disguise breaks, cool. Play rough, KOs me, yeah. Now I'm kind of in an area where I don't know if Thingy KOs, if Sneak KOs, does not, which is nice, but neither does the play rough. Alrighty, cool, Mimikyu's gone, which means that I can try to do reads with the Grimmsnarl. I don't know if this thing has Sucker. It probably does. Oh, just sets Light Screen. Cool enough. Does have Sucker. Yeah. However, this Landorus, I'm just gonna SD here. Set Reflect. I don't want to choke, but yeah, I'm gonna do another SD here, and now I'm gonna EQ. Perfect. We read that. So crazy. Oh my gosh. Just another EQ. Fakes me out. Cool. Good game right there. Nice, quick game. Those sucker reads were really fun. I love sucker reads. They're so hard, but when you do them correctly, they pay off. So great game right there. The Registeel kind of put in work. I kind of regret not giving it Heavy Slam after what I said in the team builder. Yeah, I have nothing to touch Mimikyu, but yeah, ended up working out in the end. Lando T helping its cause, and just a great played game. I think I 6-0'd with the Registeel, had I packed Heavy Slam or something, but maybe not because Mimikyu is just, with that disguise ability, so brutal. Like, he was able to freely take out 2 of my Mons, and I just couldn't do anything about it. But again, Infernape chills on the bench, doesn't do anything the entire game, which I find quite comedic. But yeah, this game pretty solid. I know Vulpix is a great battler, but maybe the matchup wasn't in the favor, so I just got a nice favorable matchup and used that to just win. But until next time, Jesse504, out.